Hey everybody, rocking with the Rock Dog, out doing some early season morel mushroom scouting in northeast Missouri. We had another little bit of a rain last night, so I was going to see what the river was doing. It didn't get up too much. I didn't figure it would, so we're still in good shape. But I'm going to show you one of my favorite spots to hunt and tell you a few more things you probably don't know. See, I walked down that deer trail there because this is a good mushroom spot. I don't want to be stepping on baby mushrooms first off, and then I'm going to stay in this creek. So I'm not up here walking around in these really nice spots. You see, those are elm trees, and those are just about the right age to have a lot of mycelium from morels on the roots. See them big sycamore trees, and then right behind it you got cottonwood trees. Those are elm trees. These staying in the creek so I don't mash my little baby mushrooms. Right around a spot like this, I'm really not going to walk around. This big old 100-year-old elm tree or sycamore tree is going to have a lot of little mushrooms around it within a few more days. And I really don't want to stomp them up. See that? Don't that look really nice? Look how big this old sycamore tree is right here. That's a big one. That's going to have a bunch of them around it. And this one here is standing right in the creek. The reason this spot here is good, as you can see, there's a big field over there. There's some hills on the other side. All the mushrooms on those hills spore out and blow right to this really protected corner. It's just like a big net. See, it's a big U of trees right in the corner that catches the prevailing wind. Plus, we're right up next to a bridge, which means there's a lot of riprap and rock and old dead wood and moved around stuff because the county keeps dicking around down here working on the bridge sometimes, and stuff gets stirred up a little bit, which can kind of help. So you got a lot of reasons why a spot like this is good for mushrooms. If you don't have a place to hunt mushrooms, you can always hunt next to a bridge because the county has so much of a right-of-way on the side of it. And if you don't find mushrooms in this little spot here that comes down the right here, which would be what the county has control over, there's going to be no mushrooms down there. You got a lot more ground to look at when it's on a hill like that. Plus, when you're down low like I am, you're looking at the mushrooms at about eye level. They're really easy to see that way. Boy, I thought there was one right there. See, that sycamore thing almost got me. All right, we won't say that again. There's a bunch of them in here. I'm not going to get up there and walk around like I done said twice. I have to keep reminding myself because I do want to get up there and look, but I know that wouldn't be good. Nice big elm tree right there. Those are elms right there. Elm trees almost always have a lot of little limbs growing off the bottoms like that. See them trees over there? They don't have that. They're not elm trees. They get bigger like that when they kind of lose those though. Those are some dead elm trees. There's 2 dead elm trees and 1 live tree. 1 live elm. Big giant group of cottonwood trees. This is the spot right here. That looks a little bit dry even though it rained. That's going to dry out pretty quick, but that means they'll come up there first. Boy, oh boy, it's getting close. I can tell you that right now. Also, you get up underneath these bridges like that, you see this stacked riprap? That's from the old bridge before they put in that bridge. So that rock's been there 150 years. It's just colonized with mycelium. There's always a little spot right next to the creek, to a bridge like this where the ditch next to the creek runs, and there's always a little knob. This is the spot. They're always right here. I could just about guarantee you, see, I'm staying on the animal trail when I walk up through here so I don't step on anything. But right here, this is the spot too, right in this spot right here. Over there on the other side, you see those multi-floor rows, them little green things that's about 6 feet tall? Mushrooms will come up in there first because they hold a lot of heat and keep the wind down. Also, they'll come up next to a bridge like this because the leaves aren't too fluffy next to the bridge to keep the sun from soaking in. If you get into a spot where there's a lot of leaves like that thick, they're not going to come up over there. But see that spot where it's all bare and the leaves are packed down real good here along this bank? Right down there along that would be real good too. And you might find a bunch of them right over there. That's all sand. They won't be very good to eat. You know you're going to pick them. Sure does look good, don't it, people? Look at them big sycamore trees, elm tree right there in the middle of the creek, cottonwood trees. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, share, and subscribe. Rock Dog out. It's getting close. Before long, we'll be picking them. I just won't be telling you about where to go. See you next time.